Okay, let's get real for a second, and no offense, but who's gonna take relationship advice from a guy who has been cheated upon not once, but twice by the same wife? To make matters worse, the guy she's cheating on with him happened to be one of his kin. Yup, we're talking about none other than Steve Harvey, whose reputation is being shredded to bits by Marjorie's cheating scandal. But why is Michael B. Jordan dragging Steve's name through the mud for being submissive to his highly suspicious wife? Here's all you need to know about everything going wrong in America's favorite TV's host life. Turns out Marjorie and Steve's relationship isn't as glamorous and perfect as it has been portrayed all these years. Marjorie's troubled past and inability to stay loyal are finally catching up to her, as she finds herself in the throes of rumors surrounding Steve's bodyguard, William Freeman, who also happens to be the very same person that got the couple together again back in 2005. Sources revealed that Marjorie was caught sneaking in the shadows with Freeman and linking up for planned dates with him behind Steve's back. The paparazzi have finally caught wind of Marjorie's shady habits and wasted no time in making the news viral. Steve Harvey, the guy who makes a living out giving relationship advice, now finds himself dealing with his marital problems, the kind that has no end in sight other than a divorce. To make matters worse, Marjorie, on the top of filing for divorce, has also demanded claims worth a staggering $200 million on Steve's net worth. If there's one person out there who has been warning us about Steve's fake relationship advice, it's Michael B. Jordan. He had his suspicions about the couple ever since they started dating back in 1990, as the circumstances that united them were super shady. Not only was Steve way too quick to move on from his divorce from his ex-wife Mary before taking in Marjorie, but he was also oblivious to Marjorie's weird taste in men and her possible involvement in criminal activities. Marjorie's previous marriages with Jim Townsend and his cousin Darnell ended in a divorce, and each time the reason came out to be exactly similar. Her former husband's connections with the drug ring landed them behind bars, and Marjorie, not being able to stay faithful for more than 2 months, was way too quick to file for divorce and move on. When it comes to Steve's dating history, he doesn't have a clean slate either. After allegedly cheating on Mary with Marjorie, he left her empty-handed and even snatched their own son Winton away. While Mary was being portrayed as unstable in the media, Marjorie was busy plotting heinous plans to get rid of Mary's whereabouts. That's where the argument about Steve being submissive comes in. None other than Lori Harvey's ex Michael B. Jordan shed light on this weird aspect of their relationship. Not only did Marjorie manipulate Steve to speak ill will of Mary, but she also tried to paint a picture where she was the victim of all of Mary's untruthful assaults. But fans took Mary's side, and soon the entire internet was trolling Marjorie for her shallow character. All the hate directed at her didn't stop Marjorie from pulling Steve's strings though. When the couple finally tied the knot in 2007, Steve adopted all of Marjorie's kids and named them after himself. He started neglecting his kids and got suspiciously closer to Marjorie's children on camera. His biological kids started making public appearances soon enough, addressing the absence of a father figure in their lives. Things got worse to the point that Steve's son had to literally track him down to spend time with him. He was also exposed for beating his son Winton with a belt when he was barely a child. Guess who was behind all this making Steve dance to her moves? His beloved wife Marjorie, who apart from being super manipulative, also ran multiple affairs with his staff members. But why is Michael B. Jordan suddenly on an exposing spree? Well, Michael has always been skeptical of Steve and Marjorie's relationship, but it wasn't until he dated Lori that he got his hands on the couple's darkest secrets. The fact that Steve threw major shade at Jordan after he broke up with Lori didn't help much in stopping Joy from going public with these juicy bits of information. Steve and Marjorie were never supportive of their daughter's new Buell, and decided their best to bring distance between them. Isn't it ironic that a man who openly preaches peace and harmony amongst couples was involved in breaking off one of his own children's relationship? Not to mention the fact that he also got cheated on by his wife, who also treated him as a lapdog and dismissed all of his wants and needs. Guess Steve Harvey should consider reading his book for a change. With that, we have reached the end of the video. Make sure you guys catch us in the next one. Until then, take care and goodbye.